ARCTODUS. ARCTODUS? Oh, something like that, by my friend LJ Vitanza. Now, this is a brilliant concept that I would say is executed even better than its predecessor, DIRUS, which is about dire wolves in Yellowstone. This book is awesome. Can't recommend it enough. But the second book is the book I just finished in the Predation series. Yes, that's what it's called. And this time, we're dealing with a prehistoric bear. And it's freaky. Now, I don't think you have to read DIRUS to be able to enjoy ARCTODUS, to enjoy the second book. That said, the emotional stakes of this book exist because the first book exists. So go read DIRUS, and then when you're done, grab ARCTODUS. As you start flipping through and the dread really sinks in, you might recognize you're following a similar format to DIRUS, because the story's going to start with the awakening of the predator. And because its food source is being challenged by man, amongst other issues, the creature moves from its natural habitat down toward civilization, where, people, new food source. And if you just Google ARCTODUS and you learn about the short-faced bear, you're going to understand this creature was huge. Huge! We're talking damn near 10 feet tall on all fours, like the tops of its shoulder blades. It's wild. Tackling that is going to be a brand new cast of park rangers and law enforcement. That is where a lot of the human conflict comes from, the political nature of law enforcement versus wildlife researchers, biologists, park rangers. But you do get some recurring characters from book one, Sam and Dale. Now, if you've read DIRUS and you haven't gotten to ARCTODUS yet, Sam and Dale, they were the heart of that novel. And you will get both of them over the course of this novel. The scenes with the bear are thrilling and brutal and suspenseful because sometimes it's just hunting. You don't know what's going to be the victim, or who, I should say. But the characters in this book have so much more to lose than the characters in the first book. Dale and Sam were kind of loners, lone wolves that found each other, if you will. This book takes place 6 years later, so they've changed, but also where this story's taken place has a different feel to it, because there's more family, there's more community, small town, each loss hurts, and the looming fear for the political side of this is that their town won't get the tourism it normally does if there's a giant man-killing bear running around. If it even exists. There's a lot of intrigue there that I don't want to dive into too much. But that avaristic nature of humans to not seek protection for the whole, the greater good, but themselves, their career, what have you, comes into play, and it really makes this story have so much more depth to it, and I absolutely loved it. I can't recommend the series enough, and if you're thinking, AJ, these do sound awesome, check it out. LJ Vitanza, DIRUS, ARCTODUS. LJ and I are friends. She is a huge supporter of mine, and I've been a huge supporter of hers since our Kindle Vella days. So when she sent me a copy of ARCTODUS to read, I was beyond excited and couldn't wait to review it. But she also sent me a copy of her novella, Numerigar, The People Eaters. It's just a thin little novella. I'll tackle this one early in 2025, I think. Or maybe it'll be a Halloween read. Who knows? But please, journey with me to the world that LJ Vitanza has created.